Hey everybody, it's Squeakerwood HCG coming to you on Thursday. Today is the 24th of April, and I am on day, I believe it's 30 days out from my timing talk. I don't know if it's 30 or 31. I think it's 30. And then 30 days out from on P4. So I still have not weighed. The last time I weighed was whenever I was 2 weeks. So it's been a little over 2 weeks since I weighed. So I don't know when I'm going to. I am kind of on the same journey as Katie Lee and Debbie Lou and Phoebe's mama had mentioned, and I posted on Facebook about, we identify ourselves with that number, and I just think I'm not cheating. I'm eating right. Last night I had a piece of fish, and then I had pork rind nachos. Doesn't that sound delish? But that's what I had, and so I'm just getting to the place of trying to learn how to be content with myself. And Devalu and I last night were chatting a little bit about, and I've mentioned this before, whenever I smoked, I had the hardest time. I mean, I can't smoke. I can't, because I can't quit. And the more I think about it, the more it stresses me out. The more I light a cigarette off of a cigarette, the more I buy. And I just, whenever I think about the food issue, that's why I can't, that's why I don't add sugar in right now. That's why I don't add a lot of stuff in right now. Not to say that I'm not, but, I've got to disassociate happiness and contentment and all of that stuff. You've got to disassociate that with food. If I'm sad, I want to binge. But if I binge, then it turns into something else, because then I want to purge. So I can't do that. So that's where I am. When I think about all of this journey, is we have to learn how to love ourselves for who we are, and not by what we put in our mouths. And that is so hard, because it's internal. It's not necessarily the food or the cigarettes or the alcohol. It's finding we're trying to replace a void within us, so we fill it with all of this stuff, but we pay the consequences for that. So that's where I am on my journey. My journey continues. You think, well, you're not doing HCG and you're not, but my journey continues, because I had the tummy tuck. I had, we go through extreme measures to get where we want, to get the, like my belly, the ugliness. I wanted it gone, the ugliness. But, I still have to learn to love me. And I think a lot of us are in that boat. We up, down, up, down, up, down. So, I think Littler Me mentioned on Katie Lee's, on one of her comments about, the most frightening thing about not weighing is not knowing where you are. And, Robin says, trust the process. I think in order for me to learn how to trust the process, I have to trust myself to not go off and eat everything in sight. And if I do, what are the consequences? If it's not the scale, how do I know where I am? And so that is the process that, even when I was on HCG, people talked a lot then about learning to eat to hunger, and I never understood that. I remember telling Connie one time, I don't even understand what that means, because I never associated hunger with food. I mean, you'd say, oh, I think you the words always came out of my mouth. I mean, I've told Brent that, you know, and I can just eat and say, I'm hungry. And it's like, I have to think about it. Am I hungry? Because I don't know. I don't even, you know, and I've learned so much about myself in this journey with food, because I had to go through a point. I gotta hurry. I had to go through a point when I could not use food. You know, some of you girls are saying, I don't know how to do that. Is don't make it an option. If we are doing the protocol like it says, everybody stumbles, everybody does their thing. But you know what? Every day, make it a point to say, I will not use food for blah, blah, blah. Fill in the blank. I'm not going to do it. And I found for myself, I mean, I would come to a point where I would want to just cry, you know, and I cried. I mean, I did a lot of vlogs where I'd break down and bawl because it was so hard, because that's what I always did. That's what I always associated with everything. If I ride my motorcycle and there's a group of people riding their motorcycles to wherever, what is the first thing that everybody, before you ever leave, what's the first thing everybody says? Where are we going to eat? You know, and so making the choices, it's our choice. It's my choice not to smoke. It's my choice not to go down these roads that I regret. And every time I think we go down that road, it's a road of regret. It's like, why did I do that? I wish that I hadn't have done that. So, you know, and I've mentioned this before, when I lost all the weight doing Weight Watchers 100 years ago, why did I gain it back? I was so happy. I was content, you know, and I let it all come back. And I didn't weigh, you know, the scale was not my friend. So anyway, that is my thought for the day, and I've got to start going through my clothes. Oh my goodness, even my shoes. A lot of my shoes are too big, and that's crazy. So it's an exciting thing. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and do a little vlog. I'm going to go to work for 4 hours and see how that goes. Today's my first day back, so I love you girls, and I will talk to you all later. You have a wonderful day, and remember to love yourself, and I'm talking to myself. Love me. Talk to you later. Bye.